What's up, guys? Sean here, and I got the F6 Valkyrie Honda. Love these bikes. Anyone who's ridden them loves them. Let's check it out. These things are so much fun to ride. And they really do have a cult following with these bikes. These gold wing engines, man, people just love them. These things, they sound like rocket ships. Just that flat six is just a beast of a motor. I'm real pumped to let this thing loose. 51,000 miles is nothing for these bikes. One of the reasons why people love these things so much, and this is one of those bikes that you'll hear about people who, there's guys who just keep on picking them up. They have 5 of them in their garage. They find one, they're like, I need another one. They just love them. They can't get enough of them, and eventually these things are, you know, if there's a limited amount of them, they're obviously not making anymore. People are wrecking them. They're getting fewer and fewer. So those guys who just, they love the bikes, they just keep on buying them. Oh yeah! This one's got stock pipes, so if you there's some pipes on here that make these things sound like Formula 1 cars. That is a good sound. I love that sound. That is nice. It's got that nice whistle in there. It's beautiful. Something special about these bikes is, one, it's a big bike. I love riding big bikes. There's something nice about riding a big bike. It doesn't feel very heavy. It is heavy, but it's very, very nimble. I mean, it's just, this thing is just light on its toes. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if I've ever driven a bike this big that felt this small. I mean, it's just really, really light. Light on its toes. I mean, I'm just like, boom, bam, 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 bam. I mean, like, I was riding a Honda Shadow 750 Spirit, and I couldn't do this. I couldn't do this. This is like flickable type of weight with big power. That's why people love these bikes. Now these things, they're not like VMAX performance. A little bit, you know, there's different power bands. So depending on where you're at, you know, it could pull harder if you're shifting shorter, because the VMAX is more on the top end, you know. And this is more on every end. This is just low, mid, high. This thing has power everywhere. So it feels like it's got great power. But in the quarter mile, it's only going to be running like, you know, closer to like 13s, when the VMAX is closer to 11. Check this out. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah! Woo! Just all the power you could ever need. Now notice I said need. You might want more power. You don't need more power. Get my mirrors all straightened out. I like to know who's gonna run into me. So who's looking for a bike like this? Who is this bike for? Chances are you already know who you are. but this is a touring bike. It's also nimble. If you're doing a lot of trips and you just want something big and unique and awesome, and this is a great bike for you. This is not an entry-level bike. If this is your first bike, this probably shouldn't be your first bike, and let me tell you why. It's heavy. When you're walking, not when you're riding, but when you're walking around, when you're maneuvering it, when you're pulling it out of the garage, it's a heavy bike. And if you don't have the balance, if you don't have that motorcycle acquired balance, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna drop the bike, you're gonna get hurt. Once you have it, you kind of always have it, and you could be a 90-year-old man whipping this thing around, pulling this thing out of the garage, no problem. Compared to a guy who's, you know, like looks like The Rock, could squat this kind of power, he's more likely to drop the bike because he doesn't have the balance. Man, this bike is fun, and this thing runs perfect. I didn't even choke it this morning. It's pretty warm. It's like in the 40s. All the snow's melting. I didn't even choke it. Just fired it up. Loving this bike. We'll do another pool on the highway. This thing would be so much fun, hitting some windy roads, hitting Deal's Gap. And the riding position is a little sporty. Because it's pegs, you're sitting up, your legs are bent. That is a nice sound. Tucking low, using that windshield. Could be cleaned up a little bit, but any day you're riding is a good day, guys. Alright, this wraps up the video. This is a beautiful bike. I love the color scheme. They didn't make very many colors. I've had a blue one. I love this red and cream one. Guys, this bike is for sale. Price, I don't know, less than $5,600 bucks, something like that. Check out the website. It'll be on the website. Remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. We'll see you guys later. Guys, subscribe.